welcome my latest guest to my podcast here at the Penthouse. This man is a legend of Wrightsville Beach. He's very handsome, he's very talented, and I'd like to welcome Mr. Ben Bourgeois. Come join us, Ben.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too. Hop on up here. I got you a soda water. I didn't know if you.
All right, that's perfect.
You're not boozing and losing it like me. So what's been going on? I'm glad you made the time to come down. You're not much of a downtown person. I never see you down here. But I've known you for a long time. I know your family pretty well, your sisters, your mom, your dad. And I want you to tell us a little about yourself to Wilmington.
Oh, wow. Well, it's an honor to be on the show, for one. Thank you for having me. And it is nice to be downtown. Just walking around, I was like, oh yeah, those are all my old spots, when I used to come down here.
Spots.
Yeah, and new spots and stuff like that. So thanks for dragging me down here.
Oh, you're welcome.
Because I enjoyed a little walk around the block.
I told her, I said, stall him a little bit.
It was nice.
Fucking Jody's late. I'm gonna kill him.
That was perfect. That was perfect. I haven't walked around down here in so long that it was great.
It really came up. I remember as a kid, like it was kind of more on the dangerous side. My parents really didn't spend any time down here either. And, But now with all the restaurants, I mean, there's so many new, amazing restaurants down here, and all the hotels that are built. I mean, when you drive across the bridge, you see like all the hotels and all the new parking decks, and I mean, it's sad, but it's also great for our economy here. It's sad to see, this small town becoming such a big town. I mean, everywhere you drive, you see condos being popped up left and right. It's crazy. But so you're from Wilmington.
Yeah, I wasn't born here, but my parents moved here when I was about 5 or 6 years old. Yeah, and my mom grew up in Jacksonville, North Carolina. My dad was from the Northeast, up in Pennsylvania, New Jersey. I was born in Atlantic City, New Jersey.
Atlantic City.
Yeah, so I'm a city guy.
City guy.
I have city roots.
Surfer.
Yeah, but I don't remember, like much of growing up there. I was so young when I moved here, and it was just kind of all about here. I went to Wrightsville Beach Elementary School, and
that's kind of like exactly what happened with me. We moved here when I was 7. I went to Bradley Creek Elementary School. Yeah. So I don't really, the same thing. But then we moved to Brunswick County. But so did y'all stay at the beach? Like you went? Yeah,
mostly at the beach, or just in Lamval, and kind of grew up just on that part of town, and obviously just being in the water, I was just like a little surf rat, like surfing and skateboarding. That was my thing. I didn't play like soccer, baseball, anything like that, and going to elementary school at the beach, going to St. Teresa's Church at the beach, that we were like on the sand.
Yeah, right there.
So I was like, I was just always surrounded by it. And
what actually brought you to want to take on surfing as such a competitive interest and hobby and passion?
That's a good question. I just
hopped up on that surfboard. I was just drawn
to it, like any sort of board. Like when I was a little kid, I would sleep with my skateboard or sleep with my surfboard. Like I couldn't even like walk yet, and I was like drawn to boards, and I had uncles and cousins, uncles from here and uncles and cousins from up in New Jersey as well, and they all surfed. So it was kind of in the family a little bit as well. And man, I don't know, I was just really drawn to it, and that's all I wanted to do.
And that's brought you so many places around the world. And share some of the places you've been, some of your favorite places that you surfed. What would be your number one favorite? If you had to pick one, which I'm sure is really tough.
That's like a big question. Everyone's like, where's your favorite place to surf? And that's always like, it's such a hard one because I have so many great places, and I've been able to travel all over the world.
Well, just talk about your most recent one.
Most recently, before I came back here, was Panama and Costa Rica. And those are places I've been going to my whole life, So, and those are great places too, because I have friends that are like family there, because I've just been going there for
so many years,
20, 30 years now of going down there. So it's almost like every time I feel at home when I'm in those places. I spend a lot of time down there.
Tamarindo, is that one?
Yeah, I don't go there. That's
the tourist trap. Maybe.
A little bit. Yeah, I don't really tend to go near those places. The big rock out there. Yeah, the Tamarindo's a great in that area in general. The north part of Costa Rica is beautiful, and there's tons of other places to surf.
I flew into Liberia for a wedding.
Yeah.
And that was fun. I did see the big giant iguanas. One chased me up the stairs of this hotel. It was so scary. Oh my God, Carrick, you remember that if you're listening. God damn, that thing was like
Yeah.
5 feet long with the tail. But no, Costa Rica was amazing. It was really fun. That's the first time I ever rode a horse on the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the guy was so drunk, the leader, that the horse basically was doing the driving because he was just sort of on it. I guess the horse had done that trip so many times, he really just didn't even really need to be on the horse, the guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was fun. But besides Costa Rica and Panama, what's maybe the farthest place you've surfed?
I mean, I like parts of Africa.
Indonesia, maybe?
Yeah, I was just in Indonesia this summer for 2 months. So
I hear they have like super crazy waves.
Yeah, the waves are incredible. It's some of the best surfing and best waves in the world, you know, in Indonesia. And a lot of people are going there now for Bali. Bali's become such a hot spot, just a travel destination. It's probably like, you know, easily like in the top 5 travel destinations in the world is Bali. It's like a melting pot. People from all over the world go there, and people are moving there. It's such a beautiful place.
Feel like you fall into the culture easy when you're there and sort of adapt to everyone's. I know that's one of the things I've never done. I've never been to any of the Asian countries yet. And I just want to go somewhere where you have to you have to just kind of submerge into their culture and wear the clothes and, you know, sort of try to learn some of the language and,
I love the culture over there. The people are so nice. Everywhere in Asia, I've always had a great time. I mean, I've done a ton of surfing in Japan. A lot of different countries over there.
Where in Japan?
In Japan, all over. I've been to Japan. I used to have Japanese sponsors for surfing. Okay. So I used to go over there a few times a year. That was like part of my yearly routine, was like probably 2-3 trips a year to Japan.
I was going to ask you, like, how many wins? Like, I mean, do you keep up with that, or you just have had so many now you just can't keep up?
Oh, no. Like back in my competitive days and stuff like that, I never I don't know. I don't really, that didn't like mean the world.
That wasn't what it was.
It didn't mean the world to me, but I had a couple wins in Japan. I had a couple wins in Japan that felt good, you know, at the time. But I just love the culture and the people. You know, I still have great friends that live in Japan, and like back to Indonesia too. It had been quite some time since I had been there. I'd been back to Bali. I used to go there every year as well, but it had been like about 10 years since I had been there. So I just went back this summer, and I was just blown away by how nice the Balinese culture.
It was like your biggest mentor that made you want to push harder to follow your passion.
I would say in the early days, like everyone from around here, like there was just a really cool, hardcore local surf scene at Wrightsville Beach, and all the older. There wasn't many young kids surfing back then. You know, it was like kind of all the older guys were doing it. But everyone was really supportive and like, you know, saw that I had talent, and there was just a lot. It was a good place to grow up as a kid surfing. Like there was just a lot of positive energy and good people, and just had a lot of support.
That's what we all need right now, is that positive energy. I swear, it's like right now with all society and the way everything is, everybody's so like sensitive and emotional, and it's just like, be kind. It's really it's a lot easier to smile than it is to frown. And it's free to give a smile. And how many times have you looked at somebody and just smiled at them, they smile back at you, and they look like they're like not having the best day, and like you smile and then you get that back, and it's a good feeling. You know, I do believe in the positive energy. It's putting it out there is what you get back a lot of times. But it brings me to like with the surfing. What was like one of your scariest? Because I want to tell you why I won't even get back on a surfboard again. What was one of your scariest moments as far as like, did you see like a giant shark, or did you like, you know, do you have to wrestle one or what?
No, I mean, I've seen sharks. Like when you've been surfing your whole life, you end up seeing
they
sharks.
They just become normal.
Yeah, it's nothing. Especially like around here, you see little sharks, and it's like, it's okay. We're kind of like used to it.
Yeah.
But there, you know, once you go to certain parts of Australia, Western Australia, South Australia, or some places in South Africa that I've surfed are on a whole nother level than here. You're dealing with like massive great whites and tiger sharks and stuff like that. But I've never like seen a big one, you know. It's not something I really think about either. I don't know. You just get used to it.
Out there, and they're just they're out there with you, just doing what you're doing.
We're in their house, you know, and
exactly.
And when you spend that much time in the water, you just get used to it. You know.
One of my very close friends. Do you know KT? Christine
yeah.
Turner?
Oh, yeah.
So KT and I are very close, and she's a huge surfer. And I always make sure, like, I always get kind of worried. Like, I'm like, you're not going out there by yourself. And she's like, they do have like a serious buddy system out there. I'm like, I guess there's a courtesy while you're out there, and you guys have certain ways you communicate to like, okay, it's your go, or like whatever. So she always, but yeah, she loves surfing, and it's such a big passion of hers, and you can't keep that. As soon as you see on the news that there's like a tropical storm, she's like, "Oh, I'll be on the water." I'm like, "No, don't go out there." But no, I guess it becomes something you really love, and if you're good at it, and you know your safety precautions, and so I get out there. So I went to Hawaii a couple times, and I think it was Sandy Beach.
Oh yeah,
Sandy Beach, or Diamond Head or Diamondback.
Diamond Head, Waikiki.
It was one of those beaches, and I was out there, and my boss at the time was like, "Oh, let's go surfing." I'm like, "Okay, all right, cool, I can do this." Like I'm like I'm ready to like get out there and try, because I'm pretty agile, pretty athletic. I still could never even get on a wakeboard, so I don't even know how I could even attempt to get on a surfboard. But I was out there, and the waves were getting like really bad, and they were like pushing me toward the rocks. I couldn't swim fast enough, and like I had like a near-death experience, and I was like couldn't breathe. I got on the shore. I said, "Never again. I'm never doing that again." I don't know. You can't panic. I know, and I guess you're supposed to let it take you sometimes and not fight it. But I'm telling you what, man, I was like, nope. And he looked so goofy. He had like his flippers on and a helmet, like the full thing. And I was like, this is like cracking me up right now. Maybe I should have had the helmet on and the flippers. But I was trying to look cool. But it was a major fail. But so where's your next big trip?
Next big trip this time of year, like September, October, November. I like to be home. I like to be here.
Yeah. Holidays.
And just
you have such an awesome family. I want to bring that up again. Anyway, so tell us, do you have any love interests?
Well, I got to get back to the last question. Okay. You said, do you have anything coming up?
I'm jumping to the good stuff.
Coming up, no, I do have.
I love how he skipped over that one real quick.
We'll get to the love.
I'm kidding.
That's good. I got a lot of love to give too, so we'll get there. But I like to be home this time of year because it's the perfect season. This is when this is our high season for surfing. The weather starts to get good and all those things. It's like I love
hurricane season.
Yeah, it's my favorite 3 months to be home: September, October, November. But I go to Mexico next week on next Tuesday.
So that's the next big trip.
It's not a big trip. It's a quick one. It's just a week and I come home. I got that coming up. Looking forward to that.
How long are you there for? A week?
Just a week. But yeah, it's just
Mexico?
it's outside of Cabo San Lucas. It's a little place called Todos Santos. It's a really cool town. Really good food. You'd like it. And there's a lot of I'm doing a retreat, like a health retreat over there. Where I do like a digital detox. So no phone, no computer, no nothing for a week. And yeah, just a lot of good stuff. I'm really looking forward to that. So I don't always. I'll tie in just
digital
a little
detox.
bit. Digital detox.
Tell me about digital detox, man. I'm going to be on that wagon. I take my little trips to the mountains. Trust me, where I get where I got to go where there is no reception because there isn't. Because I would still be like, but. Yeah. Digital detox. I haven't heard that actually as a word.
Yeah, that's a real thing. Most people aren't even thinking about it because we're so attached to our phones and all that stuff. But I've done one before and I just absolutely loved it. I was like, I could keep this going for weeks, because I felt so good and my mind was so clear. So yeah, I got something like that coming up, which is cool. And I'll do a little bit of surfing there, but I'm more just focused on the retreat itself, and then. Quick week, and then I come back here and we have a couple events coming up here. So we got like a big surf movie premiere in Wrightsville Beach Park, which has been a long time since there's been one there displayed there, like on a big screen outside. Yeah, on a massive blow up screen. It's actually going to be in the softball field.
When is that?
That's the 12th of October.
Very nice.
And then after that they have this it's the 12th. It's the weekend after that. So coming up soon, I think it's the 13th, 14th is the Ocean Fest in Topsail Beach, which is like becoming a really cool festival down there. Ocean Fest, yeah, in Surf City right there. They have vendors and live music and a little bit of surfing thrown in there, and it's just a really cool weekend. where they raise a bunch of funds, towards different nonprofits that protect the ocean and sustainability and things like that. So have that going on. And then in November, I'm going back to Costa Rica for a week with my sisters, a little family trip.
Fun.
So really looking forward to that. That's like mid-November, and then probably come home for Thanksgiving. And then after that, that's when I hit the road I come back like in April. So start doing all my traveling.
What is your, as far as what is, can you tell us about some of the projects that are out there to like contribute and help out and clean up the beaches?
I can tell you about a really good one. There's it's called a New Earth Project, and it's actually a part of Atlantic Packaging, which is a local company from here, a local family from Wrightsville Beach. I don't know if you know the Carters, Wes, Scott, and they're all from Wrightsville Beach, but they own Atlantic Packaging, which is one of the largest. Yes. I'm sure you've heard of Atlantic Packaging.
Definitely.
It's one of the it's the largest family-owned packaging company in North America.
And how do they contain their plastic? Like,
that's a big thing. They work with a lot of different plastics and all that, but they have come up with a branch of Atlantic Packaging called a New Earth Project, where it's all sustainable packaging. And I do a lot of work with them. I'm an ambassador for them.
Very cool.
And we've been doing a ton of traveling. Most of my trip to Indonesia I was telling you about was all working with them. They're the sustainable partner in the Ocean Fest that's coming up.
Tell us
a New Earth Project. And
how can people get involved and help out and contribute?
Time
or money?
Yeah, I mean, you can go online and check out the website just so you can get acquainted with the products that they're producing. It's really cool. It's a lot of just different sustainable ways to package products. So they're trying to, what the push is to try and get the outdoor industry to switch over first, and then they can go after bigger business. But in the surf industry, they're doing a lot of new ways to package and ship surfboards, because right now you got to package a surfboard with a ton of bubble wrap and styrofoam and all this, but they have a new system that is 100% plastic free.
Oh wow,
which is really cool. And then just a lot of other ways to package different surf products and outdoor products, whether it's fishing gear, hunting, and all that, because the way we see it is the outdoor industry should be more in tune with nature.
Exactly.
And be more aware of the impact we're making on the earth, because we're in it. I mean, I travel all over the world and surf different beaches and stuff, and I see tons of trash. Indonesia's got a huge problem, and everyone hears Bali. Oh my God, it's this amazing, beautiful place, but they have an insane pollution issue, and you can go to the beach and there's all this plastic and all this stuff on the tide line and on the shores, and you're like, wow, this is like this world famous place, but it's really not that nice. There's a massive plastic pollution problem here.
The whole planet is really in need of figuring something out. I mean, anyway, yeah. So back to KT. I just thought about that. She's single. Are you single?
Yeah, I'm single.
Maybe that could be a good. She's gonna kill me if she hears this.
No, I love KT. She's an awesome chick.
Oh,
she's a cool girl.
Love her.
Yeah.
So what's going on? Anybody in town? Anybody? Do you like?
I mean, no, I don't. Not in town.
No kids, right?
No kids. No kids. And when I'm back home now here, honestly, I spend just time with my sisters and my mom and that. Yeah, it's like I just kind of do family time. I lay really low, and it's almost like a reset button for me when I'm here. Nowadays I try to I go to the gym every day. I surf as much as possible. It's like I don't know. It just feels really good.
It's the best exercise. Probably, I mean.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really been. I don't put myself out there. I'm not really searching for it. If like something comes my way,
just happen organically.
Yeah. And I do meet a lot of cool women on the road and stuff like that. And I was seeing someone for a little while. She actually lives in Costa Rica, and we're still close. We're still good friends. But
I'm friends with all my exes.
Yeah, it's all good. I don't have any problems with any of my exes at all or whatever. I don't even call them an ex.
Me either. I hate that. It's like such a bad connotation behind it, because it's like, no, I'm actually friends with all mine. Really, I hadn't had that many, just a few. But yeah, I mean, I could call them all right now and be like, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
But I mean, it's like at least at one point, you had something. So it's like, why hate on somebody that you actually had feelings for? Jody, how's the lighting? Should we put this up a little bit? Sorry, it seems like it's getting really dark in here. That's good. All right. So what do you want to ask me about?
Oh
I know I did. I asked Ben.
man,
I said
yeah,
I want to take. I want to. I want to be in. I want to be in your. I want to switch lives
yeah,
with
we
you
can
for
do
a
that.
month. He said, "Not a chance, Jesse."
Yeah.
I said, "I could not imagine." I know, crazy. Today alone has been one of those like top. What do you say? Top so turbulent days.
Oh gosh.
Oh God, when you wake up doing Pilates and like, I mean, I thought she was trying to kill me. I like blacked out through half the entire exercise. It was just trying to just breathe. Okay.
Yeah.
No, but no, it's definitely. I love Wilmington. I mean, there's nowhere else I'd rather live. I definitely like spending some time. I love spending some time in the mountains and doing a lot of that. It's fun. It's an easy getaway. It's a very short trip away. 5.5 hours you can be up there. And right now we went there a couple weeks ago and it was so much fun. It was just nice to get away. No reception. There was literally no people. We're on this mountain. Literally, we're on the top of this mountain. It's just me and one of my best friends. She flew in from San Diego. We sat up there. I mean, we could scream. We could have the music as loud as we want. It was like the view is literally the same view as the Biltmore. So it was nice to get away. But I definitely could use some more. I haven't left the country in a long time. I'm definitely due for a trip. I've been wanting to go to Greece. Have you ever been to Greece?
Yeah, I've been to Greece. Yeah,
Santorini.
I haven't been
That's
there.
the more that you
Yeah.
have.
No.
That's the more the touristy.
Yeah.
See, you know where all the good spots are.
Yeah, you should definitely get out there and do some traveling, you know. That's
It's
the best.
time.
That's the best thing in the world. I always try to push everyone to travel as much as you possibly can, you know. Those experiences you'll never forget.
Absolutely. I just saw a meme recently that was talking about even if you don't have the money to do it, you don't have to go and blow. I mean, you can go and figure out ways to do it affordably and still get that experience that you'll never forget.
Definitely. You can definitely travel on a budget. You know, people always think that, oh, I don't have enough money.
Not just hostels. I mean, there's ways of doing it that's,
You can definitely do it. Definitely do it. Highly recommend it.
Yeah, I'm due for a good trip. I got with this place, it's hard to really leave for amounts of time, but right now I've got a pretty good staff, and I've been able to take a little bit of time and not spend every weekend. I mean, the 3-4 o'clock in the mornings obviously get to. I mean, I'm 42 years old. After a while, it's like, okay, I definitely can't do this for the rest of my life. There's no way, but I enjoy it. It's great. It's fun. I do love throwing like the daytime events now because it's the big parties that that's that's sort of my passion. I don't really have. I need to find a better hobby.
No, that's good. You're
Throwing
good at it.
parties, I guess.
You're
But,
good at it.
I didn't. Did you recognize my? Did you see my shoes today?
I figured you were gonna have. I thought you were gonna have the spiky ones on.
They're the closest ones that look like fish. You see the scales?
I did.
So I was like, what could I like channel my inner fish?
I like it.
surfer.
I like it. I like it.
But yeah, so Shannon and Danielle, I love them. They're great. I haven't seen them in a minute, but I'm due for some fun times with them.
Yeah, you should get them on here because they got
was
a
gonna
lot going
say,
on.
I was gonna say.
They got some. They're making some big moves right now. So
Okay.
you should get them on
I'll
here.
get them next.
They got some interesting things in the works.
Tell them I'm gonna be calling them.
I will.
I'm excited. Both of them, they're so sweet. I can actually tell them apart. Obviously, you can too. It's like there's like Francis and Margaret, and a lot. I mean, I can definitely tell. So after a while, you spend enough time with twins, you can definitely tell them apart. And I guess it gets. I mean, some people go like, oh, if you get them mixed up, they're like, but I mean, your sister's like, whatever. They're just kind of. I wonder if they ever just being the brother of a set of twins. How cool is that?
Yeah,
And they're younger.
No, they're older.
They're older. Okay.
They're older. Yeah, they're 3 years older than me. But it's cool. It's great. It's great having twin sisters. Yeah, I don't know. We've always
They ever
been
beat
tight.
you up? You ever fight?
Oh, they
you?
used to. Yeah, when I was
Yeah.
a little kid, they used to I was like their toy doll. Like I don't.
Punch
They
you
didn't.
back.
They didn't think I was real. I was like their little
toy. Throw you by the hair.
Yeah, oh yeah. They used to beat me up for sure. But
Oh my god.
now I've always had a good relationship with my sisters. We've always been tight, and I would say now more than ever we're even closer, which is awesome.
My brother and I, we're 13 months apart, and we definitely, I mean, we've had our spouts and we've had our knockdown dragouts where there's been months, maybe over, getting to the year mark where it's like, okay, we got to make up now. It's time, but after 41 years, you're going to butt heads, I mean, after a while, it's not going to be just me and my brother too, but we're in a good place. And I think, yeah, as we've gotten older, we do appreciate each other more. And and I do bond with him better now than I did a couple of years ago. But yeah, family, everything's good. We're in a good place. But you know what? I guess to end this, Sweetwater Surf Shop. I
Mhm.
mean, that is a legendary surf shop, not just Riceville Beach, but Wilmington altogether. I mean, you guys have been around for how long? Tell everybody a little more about this
The
about
shop
Sweetwater.
Sweetwater's been there since 1976.
76.
So it's pretty much a
All right,
landmark.
Chuck.
Yeah, well, Chuck hasn't had it that long,
Okay,
but the original
he
owners.
was like 12 when
yeah.
he started it.
Yeah. But no, it's we've had it for a really long time. I don't know when it switched hands over to my dad and sisters, but yeah, it's pretty much a landmark. It's been there for that long, and the girls are doing a great job. They're keeping it going. They're actually doing a lot of
running it.
yeah. Now they are. Yeah, it's all them, and they're doing an amazing job. They're actually just doing a lot of improvements right now and expanding.
Upgrades
And yeah,
and
you got to get them in here to pick their brains, see what they have going on.
Coming after you too, you know it.
Yeah.
You're next. But anyway, I want to thank Ben once again for coming on today. Great guy. Like I said, I've known you and your family for a long time, and thank you very much for coming on today.
No problem. Thank
Cheers,
you.
brother.
Good seeing you.
Cheers. All right, so we've got some people in the audience tonight
Yeah, right.
that showed up unexpectedly.
Well,
So,
some unexpected is no good. People can show up at any time.
yeah, they know that. It's living on the edge. That's my middle name. So Ryan, we got our one of our guest studio audience here. So you got any questions for old Ben Bourgeois over here? This is Ben.
Yeah. What's going on?
I'm best friends with Pete Malsky.
Okay.
Yeah, he lived downstairs from me in Hooker Road.
Okay.
Hey, Ben.
I bet you lived on Hooker Road.
So, yeah, and so Dylan and everybody was a Seat Street.
Yeah.
Everybody the other day with that storm came through.
Mm-hmm.
So you got Reggie out there, you had Mason,
Yep.
Dylan, and we filmed that. I got it on my phone. I'll show everybody today.
Oh, awesome.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, nice to meet you too.
I grew up in the South End.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Wow.
I meant to ask you because I.
Well,
That's all right.
I'm the
Yeah.
most fun guy out there.
I
All right.
you're definitely
Yeah.
up there you're up there. Oh no, we might be kind of like running the tight race there.
The best surfer is the one who's having the most fun.
Yeah.
So,
Right? So,
Yeah.
so Dylan, you guys won the surf challenge in the Outer Banks.
That was last weekend.
we just had that. Yeah, that we got second. We got second,
So
but
he threw some things up. You can do that if you want.
yeah, double whammy. Yeah. That's like a really fun thing that just got started. It's called the Board Riders. It's a like you surf against different towns.
Okay.
So like Wrightsville Beach we have a Board Riders club, and then we went and surfed against the Outer Banks in Virginia Beach up there.
So they've got like a sign language.
And it's really cool. It's team. It's not your traditional competition where it's like you head on head with this guy or these guys. It's a team where you're just putting points towards your team. So you come in and it's a tag team format. But Dylan did really well. Yeah, he's great. Yeah.
I just, it's amazing to sit here with you because I hear these stories that we've never met.
Yeah.
And Pete, we did Dawson's Creek together.
Uh-huh.
And then
Yeah.
we went on to do One Tree Hill a Dale.
Yep.
Which we had Barbara. Look, she's right beside you. Look, there's Barbara, right there. They're beside you.
See that?
So I can't. I know there's always things you certainly can't discuss, but like we've got some things in the. I did interview her. I've interviewed her daughter, so we're waiting for some things to happen before we can put those
Yeah,
out
she
there.
was just in town.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's Craig.
Yep.
Craig's house.
Love. Craig's got the coolest house.
You know Craig Hayward?
Yeah. Yeah.
Throws the best parties. Yes, I love. We're supposed to go to.
We can't talk about is this live?
No, it's not live. It's not live. No, it's all gets edited
So,
because my mouth can definitely get me in big trouble.
so he called me today, talking today. You know, it's good friends. But, yeah. So, Pete's daughter, you know.
Yeah.
What's his son's
Yeah.
name too? Dylan.
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 Yeah.
And the actor is Taylor.
Because Dylan's
Taylor's
actually,
the
I believe, is
brother.
a member up here. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a great family. I mean, they lived downstairs from me at Hooker
Okay.
all those years.
Yeah.
When I built in 2000. And stayed at Reading.
See how many great families in Wilmington.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It's a good thing. I did want to ask because I ran into Mason the other day, and his mom Kelly's a really good friend of mine, and I probably have Mason on here at some point. But do you have a relationship with him? Do
Yeah.
you like talk about like surfing, or are you
Oh
just
yeah.
friends? Or
No, yeah, for sure. We're just friends, but like, yeah, I mean, talk about surfing a lot, I guess.
What an interesting character.
Surfing in life, but
Such a
yeah,
handsome
he's done
stud.
amazing. He's done amazing things in surfing big waves and all that, and it takes a lot of.
Well, he got like the biggest wave or something in the whole world.
Yeah, he's a super nice guy. Yeah, super nice guy.
Yeah, and he's really good looking too.
Yeah,
Not
there
as
you go,
good looking as
Joe.
Not as hot as this one. All right,
But
Mason.
it takes a.
You're a lot younger than me.
Yeah, it takes a lot of effort and skill and everything to do what he's doing.
And balls for both of you.
Yeah.
I
You
mean,
gotta
my
like.
God.
He's put in a lot of time and he's put his life into
Oh my
it,
gosh.
which is hats off to Mason for that.
Incredible.
Yeah.
That, so what's crazy is the degrees of separation of Pete's North Shore house, right? Wall Street.
Uh-huh.
And the McNamara's are next door.
Yep.
And that's who towed him into that
Yeah.
biggest wave.
Yeah, there's always it
Is it
always
in Portugal or something?
there's a connection there. Yeah, like a local Wrightsville Beach connection there. And that's how it was for me. A lot of like breaks I got and like things that went my way or places I stayed and people that, took me under their wing. It was always like a connection through Wrightsville Beach somehow. Like, oh, so-and-so from Wrightsville stayed on the North Shore with this guy
You
back
gotta
in the
meet him.
80s. So now you're in there. I'll get you in there, and like,
That's your
Yeah.
shoe in.
yeah.
It's crazy. You guys are so good. You hear about it all the time. The legends of like season and they're so good. It's just so great when you hear the stories
Yeah.
and put themselves in that. It's a whole.
Yeah. I wanted to keep this whole podcast really I want a wide variety of all different kinds of people. And you were one of the first people that came to my mind because I was like Wrightsville Beach, surfing. I mean, I love the water. I spend a lot of time on the what do we got? The Blue Angels flying over the building? What's happening? Or landed in his jet. You never know. This Landon just flew over. He's back from wherever, Antarctica or somewhere. Oh man. Well, I guess we gotta wrap this up. You have any? Yeah, you want to throw some shout outs there? You want to? Anything you want to?
Man.
I know we have to be
I don't know.
careful with certain things, projects, and things we all have in the works. And,
Yeah.
we don't want to blow things too soon, but what a way to put it out there. Here we are.
When we try this again at another time, we can all bring everybody in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Just like line out the best of the best.
We could totally do that. That'd be fun.
The whole
Okay. Well, the last Tuesday in October, I'm gonna put that out there. Is we're gonna do a live studio audience like what you're doing now, but I want to get everybody liquored up first. And I've got Lisa Buck. She's a stand-up comedian locally. She's a riot. I love her to death. She's so funny, and so she is going to be one of my guests. But I thought about having a couple rotating ones, and maybe a couple people that have already been on can get up for like 5 or 10 minutes and just get questions from the audience. And so that's in the works for the end of next month. So I'll keep you in the loop with that, Ryan. Yes, please. Yeah, Ryan and I have talked about doing some things. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, just look cute over there. Well, thanks, guys, and stay tuned. Penthouse, the Penthouse podcast. Yeah, we don't really have a lot of followers, so we got to get that up. We're getting there. Hey, there's a lot of these out there, but make it. I enjoy it. I get to shoot the shit with some of my favorite people, and almost everyone has, whether they live here or not, have a strong connection to Wilmington, and that's sort of the basis of the whole thing is friends of friends and members of the club, and people around town that people hear about but don't really know, and I want to if they're comfortable enough to get up here and just talk and let everybody know a little something about themselves. I think it's important it keeps Wilmington that much more interesting. So thank you.
Yeah. Thanks, Jesse. Appreciate it. Keep it going. You got to keep it going.
Thank you. All right, from the penthouse. Good. Oh, you got one more? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Last one. We got some in the back. This one's been in the sauce a little bit, I can tell. Oh, even better. Okay. Hey, we do have some good oysters around here. But all right. Well, thanks, guys, and I'll see you next time.
Definitely.
Good night, everybody.
Take care.